Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Save the Planet here on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday in Connecticut. Life's good, man. Life is good. Now, how many times have I said I don't like to do hatchet jobs? How many times have I said that? To the point where, Ralph, you said it so many times, you must love to do hatchet jobs because you do it a lot. Well, I tell you what. Comes under the heading, so many morons, so little time. And guys, I have to say, I only pick on people who can take it, number one. And I only pick on people, unlike Dr. Phil, he picks on anybody just to get ratings. And number two, I pick on people that I really and truly think are doing harm. And there's no question about it. He is. Now, my brother is a shrink, and he says that within the psychological community, psychiatry community, whatever, mental health community, Dr. Phil is abhorred. He's routinely detested. And he doesn't care. He's just laughing all the way to the beach, all the way to the bank and the beach. But he should be ashamed of himself. And the thing about it is he's not. He's not. Now, he's rude, mean, nasty. He gets people that are, no question about it, an absolute mess, gets them on national TV and makes a diagnosis in 20 minutes and just humiliates them many times, all in the name of being a good guy, that he's helping them. He's not. He's not. He makes some asinine diagnosis and sends them off to some Malibu camp that he gets ratings from, and he's just disgusting. That's disgusting. Okay, that's him in a nutshell. The problem I have, as you can imagine, he sets himself up as a weight loss guru. And now, number one, I've said this before about Oprah and some of the other ones. You know, Lauren Cordain of paleo and all this sort of stuff. If you are going to take advice, weight loss advice, from a morbidly obese man who has been morbidly obese his entire professional career that I can see, that I've seen on TV, he's at least 100 pounds overweight. Okay? If you're going to buy that book, I mean, it's your own fault. I mean, that's just dumber than him trying to act like he knows what he's talking about. But when you have not one, not two, but three New York Times bestseller weight loss books, and you have been morbidly obese your entire time that you've written these books, either number one, your stuff doesn't work, or number two, you're not doing your protocol. Each way, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, it's a bunch of garbage. Now, he's written other books too, and I know within those books he'll do a chapter on weight loss and all that sort of stuff. So he just has no shame. He just has absolutely no shame. I can guarantee you guys that if I was 100 pounds overweight, I would not have a YouTube channel telling you how to lose weight. True Power Weight Loss Center. The fact of the matter is, I'm older than him, I think. And I've leaner than he's ever been in his whole life. Not only does his nonsense not work, he is it's an unhealthy protocol, chock full of healthy fats. And I mean, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Now, I've said this before. If you go to Harvard Medical School, okay? If you go to Harvard Medical School and look through their course offerings for each year, okay? You can't find one course in nutrition. So how many courses in nutrition do you think Dr. Phil has had in his life? Now, he comes about it from a point of, psychological thing. In other words, you just, before you sit down, you don't fill up your plate. I mean, it's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And if it doesn't work for him, who the hell else is it going to work for? My stuff works. He could drop 30 pounds in a month. In 90 days, he would be back to where he's supposed to be, and he would be healthier than he's ever been. I guarantee you he's on medication, prescription medication for hypertension, type 2 diabetes, heart disease. I guarantee it. Never met him? Maybe I'm wrong. I bet the house he's on some sort of medication. And it's interesting that his wife, who's in the audience, is the complete opposite. She's 100% anorexic. There's no more Botox in Hollywood because it's all in her face. I mean, she's had so much plastic surgery. She looks like, I mean, it's a dysfunctional group. Successful, but dysfunctional. And again, he's just doing harm. That's all there is to it. It's just doing harm. Now, I make this simile, I make this conversation. I make this comparison, not a conversation, a comparison. I make this comparison that, guys, if you wanted to know what to do with your money, you want to start a retirement plan, would you go up to a homeless person and ask him what to do with your house? Then why would you go up to a morbidly obese guy and ask him a diet on weight loss or buy his book? His books are what, $30? I don't know. What's mine? $10? He'll be fit for life? I mean, this is just terrible. And quite frankly, I think he should be ashamed of himself. He will never be ashamed of himself. He thinks he's doing well. He thinks because he's worth, what, $40, $50 million that he must be doing something right. Dr. Phil, drug dealers make more money than you do. And they're not doing anything right. I mean, he's disgusting. And the way he treats his, again, there was a morbidly obese man that was on there. And he said, I'm not fat. And you know, Dr. Phil, you saw it in the thumbnail. You're fat, and if you sugarcoat it, you'll eat that too. Now, how can this man, 100 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight, big, fat, bloated, who could run around the block if you put a gun to his head, how can he be so condescending, so narcissistic, so just repulsive that he could say that to somebody that is obviously so needy, so disturbed, so twisted, just humiliate the man in front of his audience? He's disgusting. Successful, wealthy, but disgusting. Anyway, there's my rant. I don't like to do hatchet jobs. Actually, I take that back. That one felt pretty good. Anyway, guys, I am going on a cleanse. I've been drinking juice all day, and I forget how great that feels to just have juice. I do have a lot of produce up there that just needs to be. I have a lot of broccoli and cabbage and lettuce and a bunch of bananas and everything. That's just going to go bad if I don't eat it. So I'm going to make an enormous salad tonight and to go with my juice. And then tomorrow we'll be cleansing. Guys, join me. Join me. I'll do a video tomorrow on the same thing. But join me for the cleanse, guys. I guarantee you, if you stick with it, you will not be disappointed. Life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. Anyway, eat and drink fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the Dr. Phil power, true power. Love you all.